everyone, John here from All Miniatures Great and Small. Jake and I are going to be playing Warhammer 40k today.
Yes, at 1,000 points.
We're going to be playing an Incursion level battle report, so that's the kind of the small battlefield.
Yep.
1,000 points. One of the reasons why is the new Space Marine Codex came out.
Yep.
And I need to learn how to use it because there's like 12 billion things in that book.
Yep. So prepare for mistakes, because I'm sure they'll happen.
I'm sure. Please point out the mistakes that we both make.
Just this guy.
So I'm going to be taking Space Marines, Ultramarines, of course,
Yep.
because they are the best. Sorry, no comments in the below. So what am I taking in my 1,000 points? I'm taking a captain with a relic shield and mastercrafted power sword.
Okay.
Primaris captain.
Yep.
Primaris librarian, and he's going to be upgraded to the master librarian, and as we get into the game we'll talk about what his stuff does, but basically he gets an extra psychic power, he gets a +1 to cast things,
Okay.
and a +1 to deny, which is handy.
Nice.
Then so that's my HQ units. Then for troops I've got a unit of 5 intercessors, just stock.
Okay.
A unit of 5 infiltrators with the helix,
All right.
and that just means that
Those are the special armor, right?
they're like the scout armor.
Yeah. Okay.
With the special bolters. So the helix lets you, it used to be like an apothecary junior, but now all it does is let you ignore the first wounding hit or something along those lines, which
Okay.
is kind of cool. And then I have a 6-man tactical squad with a missile launcher, because I couldn't find my tactical squad guy with the las cannon. So he's going to have a missile launcher. So we're going to have a
So this
tactical
is just
squad.
firstborn Marines?
Just regular old tactical squads.
Nice.
Since they went up in points, but they're 2 wounds now each.
Yeah.
So they're going to be just as hard, in theory, for you to remove
Yeah.
as Primaris.
Yeah, for sure.
And then in my elite slots, I've got a Redemptor Dreadnought and a Invictus Warsuit.
Yep.
Wow, I remembered all the names.
Nailed it.
Woo-hoo. All right, so that's it. And then as we go into the game, we'll go over any kind of weird stuff we've added, but that's my list.
Traits and whatnot.
Yeah.
So for my list, I am just in 1 battalion. My warlord is Farseer on Skyrunner, because really he's the main option you want to be taking. I also have a warlock on Skyrunner. I was torn between taking the Autarch versus the warlock, but because this is a much smaller game, I don't think I'll need the Autarch's reroll 1s as much anymore. And there's actually a stratagem that you can throw on your Farseer, so he can reroll 1s, but right, you have to spend CP for it. But now that I have 12 CP, which is like weird for my Eldar, just because I like to take lots of detachments, I think that won't be an issue.
Cool. And if I remember right, I think we did it. Forgot in our last game, but don't we get a command point at the start of every command phase?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
We didn't do that last game.
Yeah, we didn't. But as long as we both weren't doing it, I feel like it's okay. Right?
True.
But yeah, so then next I have 3 units of 10-man Guardians. Basically just because I need troops, and they're one of my few troop choices. Next up we have 2 Wave Serpents. I wanted to bring 3, but I just couldn't afford it, so I have 2 of them instead. They just have shuriken cannons and underslung shuriken catapults. Kind of your standard loadout. I did upgrade them with spirit stones, so they have a 6-up shrug. And I gave them, I think it's called vector thrusters or engines. So basically, if I advance them, it's -1 to hit them. I figured I would give them the majority of the upgrades because they're already hard to kill, so might as well just kind of make them a little bit harder. Also, I was able to afford 1 Night Spinner, which, as we know, is awesome, especially against Marines, because it's a 2 damage weapon. That's really my biggest heavy-hitting gun that I have. I don't really have a lot of anti-tank, so your Dreadnoughts are probably going to be a big problem. It'll probably take my entire army shooting at them, and hopefully a Doom or a Jinx in there to also weather them down. But yeah, I don't know. We'll just have to see. Space Marines are really, really tough, and the only thing that's really tough in my army is like the 2 Wave Serpents. Everything else is pretty easy to kill.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. It'll be interesting to see what happens.
Well, we'll see. 9th edition's all about scoring, too. So
Exactly. That's why I'm taking, lots of infantry and transports, because I figured even if you blow them up, I can at least jump onto the objective with all the infantry for a turn. But yeah, so yeah, it'll be fun. Oh, and yeah, for psychic powers, your obvious Eldar ones, Doom and Executioner on the Farseer, and for the Warlock, from the newer book, I switched out Smite because his Smite is terrible. So I switched it out for Crushing Orb. So if I think I'm within 18 inches of a character, I can try to cast it, and if I do, I roll 3 dice, and on every 5 up I get is 1 mortal wound, which is kind of a cool power. And then his other power is just Jinx/Protect.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
And mine, my psychic powers, I think I took Might of Heroes, Null Zone, and one other.
Okay.
Because I could do 3. All right, so you may have noticed too, Jake and I are wearing jackets in Arizona. Because today I think it's going to get up to 68. That's cold for us.
It went from over 100, and then the next day it was like 50.
Yeah, it got cool. So, that's why we're dressed so fashionably. All right, so we're going to go ahead and show you guys the board and the setup, and then we'll get into it. All right, we are down and deployed and ready to go. So, Jake, how you feeling about this?
I don't know. I don't like playing on this tiny map, this tiny deployment for incursions, because it kind of counteracts what Eldar do, which is speed. So, like, I don't need speed to go anywhere.
Well, yeah, unless you want to, like, hurtle over and grab my objective at the last second. But
yeah,
that'd be cool.
That's very niche, though.
All right, so, yeah, we're playing an incursion. We're only playing 1,000 points each.
Yep.
I forget if we mentioned that before, but 1,000 points, and the battlefield is only 30 across and 44 widthwise.
Yeah.
So it's a very small, and you see we've got some little tape marks marking the edges of our battlefield. The mission we are playing is the Incursion mission Forward Push. And the way this is going to work, Jake, is we placed 4 objectives. We got 1 here in my deployment zone. You have 1 in your deployment zone under your tank. Then you've got 1 objective here, which is outside of your deployment zone, but close to it. And then I have 1 over here, outside of my deployment zone, with a guy on top of it. Now, the way that we win the mission is if you hold 1 or more objectives at the start of the turn, end of the turn, but it's 5 points.
Yep.
If you hold 2 or more, that's another 5 points. If you hold more than your opponent, you get another 5 points. So in theory, you can max out on 15 points.
Yeah, for your primary.
For your primary. And then for this game, though, we also use 3 secondary objectives. That's a new thing in the 9th edition. Jake, you have First Strike, Slay the Warlord, and Attrition.
Yeah, it's especially this type of battle, it's very obvious kind of what you're going to pick, because just a lot of things are silly for you to pick. Like the character one is normally a hot one, and that one's out because we don't have very many characters. The vehicle one, you actually picked, but, right, there's not very many vehicles in general.
Yeah, you have 3 vehicles, which made it...
just enough to be worth it.
I think playing Incursion, when you're at 1,000 points, maxing out secondaries isn't necessarily always going to be something you're going to be able to do.
Yeah, I don't think so.
So you're going to do whatever you can. Now I'm Bring It Down is one of mine, which is vehicles. So I think the max I can get is 9 with that, if I kill all 3 of your vehicles. And then Slay the Warlord, which I think gets me 6. And then Attrition, which I forget what that does, but if I kill more than you in a turn,
4 points.
I get 4 points. But you have Attrition,
I have the same thing too.
So that'll be easy to figure out. So one of us will get Attrition.
We both have Slay the Warlord as well, so.
Yes. Maybe we'll have an epic duel.
That would be cool.
All right, so let's go through deployment. I'll go first. My captain with his relic shield and master-crafted power sword. My chief librarian, not Tigerius this time. It's one of Tigerius's
friends.
The Redemptor Dread. This guy that one's Hot Diggity Dog. All right. We have a unit of 5 intercessors, and we have a unit of 6. 6.
Are you
so cheating? I've got 1 too many. Okay.
Come on, man.
A unit of 6 old school Space Marines. So those are just a tactical squad with a missile launcher. Then I have my Invictus Warsuit. And that has the infiltrate rule, so that's why he's outside of my deployment zone. And then I have my infiltrators, which are over here, Same thing. They have the infiltrate rule, so they are outside of my deployment zone, and they're sitting on top of that objective right there. And then I have 3 eradicators in strategic reserve, so I had to pay 1 command point for that.
Yep.
All right, why don't you go through what you've deployed?
So I have my 2 wave serpents, 10 guardians in each, Farseer, Warlock, and then I put these front 10 because basically I was kind of forced to, because your war suit's actually pretty fast, and if you get to a wave serpent, you have definitely the chance to kill it in one go. So they're kind of...
He does have a nice power fist.
Yeah, they're kind of trying to block that, but they'll probably just get murdered by bolter fire and whatnot.
Yeah. So what the trait for your craft world? Did you talk about that?
Oh no, I haven't talked about that.
Okay.
So I did custom craft world because why wouldn't you? And I'm taking expert crafters, so I get to reroll 1 hit and 1 wound. Salamanders, basically, for you Space Marine people.
Which they changed.
Oh yeah, that is true. Yeah,
it's better.
I have the better version now. But it's not really as big a deal in this game, just because I don't have very many anti-tank weapons for to be rolling those. All of my shots are like small arms fire, except for the Night Spinner. He'll be.
And your Night Spinner, I can't see that.
Yeah, he's just
easily.
hiding back here.
He's back there, kind of in the rubble.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then the other one is expert shots, I think, or something like that. So basically I get to ignore cover, which is helpful, because otherwise you would be a 2-up armor, and most of my shots aren't any AP. So that would be pretty sad.
All this terrain is useless to me again. All right, and this mission is an ongoing mission. This is like the All Miniatures Great and Small Cinematic 40K universe. Last battle, you destroyed the Ultramarines, and that
it was mainly this guy
jerk right there. He smited me.
Half of your army.
He did so much. So he killed my librarian's my warlord, because he's a master librarian, and you killed his brother, and he's out for revenge.
Oh, I see.
He swears revenge upon you.
Oh yeah, one other thing I want to complain about for this deployment type is both of us, like psychic range for denies, we're always going to be able to deny anybody on the board, which I think is lame. Like there should be some sort of movement aspect to that, but there isn't.
Well, yep. Well, we'll see. We'll see how if that affects anything. All right, so that's our cinematic. Now, so you're evil elves. Now there's the sexy elves that Gilliman likes. My but these aren't those elves, apparently. These are Xenos that must be purged from this planet. All right, so with that, we've set the stage. Can the Ultramarines get revenge upon that guy? Or will the Eldar continue? Yeah, if I kill him and lose...
Is just in your way.
Everyone else is in my way. Or are you going to continue steamrolling the Emperor's finest?
I don't know.
We'll see. So this is the first battle with the new Space Marine Codex. So again, like we mentioned in the intro, please forgive us if we get any rules wrong, but we'll do our best. All right, so first thing we're going to do is roll off to see who has first turn. So I think it's Jake's decision.
Yeah, give me a minute. Let me think about it.
All right, Jake's movement is done. Why don't you go over what you did?
Yeah, so I decided to go first. Big spoiler. Basically, I ran these guys up. They got a 4 on their advance, so they went 11 inches. 1 is within range of the objective, but then I tried to get as many people in this building so I can shoot at your warsuit.
Okay.
I moved the serpents up so we can see, and we're in range with serpent shields and all their guns. Everyone is within 6 inches of my Farseer because there's a stratagem. I can reroll 1s to wound for 2 CP. So basically, if I fail Doom, that's my fallback plan.
Okay.
The Warlock's also over here. He's going to throw out some powers as well. And then I just kind of left the Night Spinner there because I like where it's at and it doesn't need line of sight to shoot. So, yeah.
All right. So on to the psychic phase.
One important thing to mention too is one of the reasons I wanted to go first is because if you move 6 inches forward with that Year Psyker, you cover basically the whole board of denies, and you have a +1 to your deny. So at least I get 1 turn. I'm 25 inches away from you, so I get much better chance of me getting everything I want to go off here.
Okay.
So let's start off with the Warlock. He's going to throw Jinx on that Dreadnought.
Okay. And you don't have to see him to be able to do it?
I can see him.
Oh, okay.
My bike. Right here. Your
Okay.
arm is sticking out. So 4, 5, 6. I think that's a fail. So we're gonna go ahead and re-roll it.
Okay.
But I have to look it up because I don't know if you're allowed to re-roll psychic tests, and if you are, is it 1 dice or 2 dice? So
Oh, with the command point?
yeah.
So you don't have any kind of spirit stones or
No,
anything to
he
reroll?
has all the re-roll fanciness, but
Oh, okay.
the warlock doesn't.
We'll look at it.
Okay, so I am choosing to spend a command point to re-roll the psychic test because I have so many command points and really no stratagems to spend.
So you're looking for a 7.
Yep, so here we go. Take 2. Yay, we got
Exactly
a 7
a 7.
on the nose. So he is jinxed.
Okay. Which does what again?
-1 to your armor save.
Okay.
Next up, we'll go ahead and go over to the Farseer. We'll start off with Doom, just in case, so we need to see if we use our reroll there.
And you don't, he can see too?
Yep, he can see.
that guy?
And yeah, he can see it.
Okay.
So we fail it, but let me look up his reroll, because I think he might get to reroll just one and not both, but I have to make sure. Okay, so with my Runes of the Farseer, I get to pick, or I get to reroll as many dice as I want, so I'm going to choose to reroll the 1. And we get it off on a 10.
Okay.
So he is doomed.
All right.
And then for the Farseer's next trick, we're going to go ahead and you try to use Smite
Okay.
on a 5. And we do. So D3 mortal wounds. 3, nice.
You see what I mean, valued viewer? He's already starting with those shenanigans.
That's all I got, man. Alright, so I am spending Unparalleled Mastery. So I'm going to spend another stratagem.
Another command point?
Or yeah, another command point. 1 CP. And I get to do 1 more psychic power.
Okay.
So the only one I know is Executioner. So it's basically just going to be like another smite.
Okay.
Except Executioner's on a 7. And we get it. So D3 mortal wounds. 2 this time. And I don't get anything else.
Oh, really? That's it?
Just that.
Just 5 mortal wounds. And that's the end of your psychic phase?
Yep, that's everything.
All right, on to shooting.
Okay, so all these guardians here are going to shoot into the dreadnought. Everyone except for this guy because he's not in the building.
Okay.
So I have 18 shots hitting you on 3s. Okay. Looks pretty good. I need that to wound though because I like all those 6s.
All right. Then you, I'm toughness 6.
Yep, so normally it's, it is just 6s to wound you because I'm only strength, or no, I'm strength 4, sorry.
Yeah,
it's
so you
5s
need
to wound.
5s to wound.
Yep. 5s to wound you, and then re-rolling. That looks like a very good roll already.
Oh yeah, these guys are the equivalent of guardsmen.
Well, that's what they should be, I said.
What do all the 6s mean?
Alright, so the 6 is -3, and these are -0.
All right, and then you subtracted from my save.
So your save is a 4-up, so I don't think you get a save for any of these 6, but you get saves for these 3
So I got
because
3.
Yeah, so you get 3 saves at 4-up.
All right. So 1 more goes through.
So 7 wounds total from the Guardians.
All right, so I'm down to 1 wound.
That's the most they've ever done in like my last 10 games. Alright, this Wave Serpent's going to shoot at him.
Okay.
So the Shuriken Cannons on the top. 2 misses. And then Strength 6, so when
Don't you get to reroll one of those?
Nope, I don't get to reroll anything for him.
Oh, he doesn't get...
Oh, that's right. No, yeah, my trait. You're right. I'm forgetting it. So I hit with 1 more. And then wounding you on 4s because I'm strength 6 with the cannon. So just 2 wounds, no AP.
All right, let's see some 4-ups. I'm going to spend a command point.
Okay.
Ah, he's still alive.
All right. The underslung shuriken catapults. So
Okay.
basically the same guns that the infantry have. Hitting on 3s. No, I already spent my reroll for him. And then wounding on 5s. No, but I get to reroll.
Just one of those, right?
Doomed. I forgot to reroll actually all the cannons, but I still failed them all anyway.
Okay.
Next up, we're gonna do this Wave Serpent. Same target.
Okay. And I'm not going to need a cover because of your stupid craft world thing that takes away all the cover.
Yep, exactly. So, cannons. The catapults are out of range because they're only 12-inch range.
So we roll one of those. Don't
Yep.
forget that.
Nope. And then 4s to wound you. Oh, so 1, you're just dead because you have no save against because it's -3.
-3.
Yep.
Okay. So I don't think he's near enough. He might be near enough to.
Oh yeah, you could hurt these guys.
The Guardians. Let's see. Yep.
So he is destroyed. Okay, so Night Spinner, last shot for me. Night Spinning into these guys here.
Okay.
So 2d6 number of shots. 8. That's pretty good. I am hitting you on 3s.
Okay.
2, 4, 6, 8. Missing with 3, but I'm re-rolling one of them.
Now what's the strength on this weapon?
7. So
7?
3s to wound you.
All right. Wait. I think I want to use transhuman physiology for 2 points.
Is it worth 2 points for me to go up 1?
Yeah.
Okay.
So now on 4s.
All right.
Ah, no 3s.
No 3s. So
So you get to reroll one of those, right?
yes, because of expert crafters.
Ah!
There you
Ah!
All right.
Minus?
So 2 wounds, no minus because I need 6s to get a minus.
So 3 up. Okay.
All right, you're all good.
Yes, I am. And with that, that's Eldar shooting phase. I assume you don't have any charges.
No, I definitely don't want to. But yeah, that's basically what I wanted to do. I just I thought I would take the Night Spinner as well to destroy, but I did really well on your Dreadnought. But killing the Dreadnought was really important because I have first strike. So I had to kill something. So it was a little risky, like just going for the Dreadnought. I almost went for that infantry unit there in general.
Oh, that one over there.
Exactly. But the fact that you have transhuman for them and that Dreadnought was just closer to the rest of the army, I think he was the right choice. So that was pretty big for me points-wise. And it definitely, helping me stay in the game. But that other Dreadnought's going to be a problem because he's a lot tougher.
Well, not if you do a bazillion mortal wounds to him.
Well, if you push him out front, that would be great.
All right, so we're going to go on to Ultramarine turn 1.
Yep.
All right, we'll see what we can do to come back from this. All right, command phase is done. Movement phase is done. Basically, I spread these guys out, so I'm still holding this objective. These guys went up a floor to look out on the battlefield in all its glory. And these guys moved up. So we're going to go ahead and go into Psychic phase. First Psychic power is going to be Might of Heroes on Hot Diggity Dog. I need a... And it's a warp charge value of 6. I get a +1 on this because I am a Chief Librarian.
All right, Chief.
I rolled a 4.
You want to re-roll it?
So... Yes, I'll spend a command point to reroll that. There you go. So we got a 10 or 9.
Okay.
Would you like to try to deny?
Yeah, because I have 3 denies total. You have 3 powers that you can cast, right?
2.
2 powers. Oh yeah, that's right, because you normally won and you gained it for the chapter librarian, right?
That's just knowing. I can always cast 2.
Oh, you can only... Okay, gotcha. Then yeah, I'll do the Farseer. No, he fails.
Okay, so Hot Diggity Dog is Might of Heroed. And then we'll go ahead and I think we're going to do Smite on the jerks in the building.
Okay.
Looking for that 5. And we got a 5.
Alright, I'm going to deny it with my Farseer. No, because I tied it and I have to beat it, I'm pretty sure.
Yep.
So I'm going to re-roll it
With
my Runes of the Farseer. You get
that
to re-roll
works
1
for
power
a deny.
and 1 deny. Yeah.
Okay.
And I do.
Okay.
So I saved them.
No smite for him. Okay. Then that's it for my psychic phase, so we're going to go on to shooting.
Okay.
Intercessors are going to fire at that infantry in the building.
Okay.
So we are going to do 10 shots because we are within rapid fire range, and we are hitting on 3s.
Sorry, give me 1 second. I might want to play a stratagem. Let me see if it works. I'll be right back. Okay, I am spending a stratagem. Lightning fast reactions on that unit for 2 CP.
All right.
So, there we go. So I'm down to 9 now. And it is +1 to hit me.
Okay, so I'm hitting you on 4s.
Yep.
But I'm re-rolling 1s.
Okay. Wow, that was not worth
Well,
it.
your 2 CP saved you 1 hit.
Just like yours.
And then it's strength 4, your toughness 3.
Yep.
So 3s to wound. And then these are -1, but you get a +1 to your armor save. So basically, it's a wash for your basic armor. 5
of armor. So 3 die.
Okay. All right, next up, those guys up top, we're going to put 5 shots into that infantry. Does that apply for the rest of the turn?
Yep.
Okay, so looking for 4s, and my captain lets me reroll 1s, but there's nothing there. Those 2 automatically wound.
Okay.
So
minus on these guns?
There is no minus on this gun.
Oh, so I actually get the building? Hey, they didn't need it anyway.
It begins again. All right, next up, the Redemptor Dread's going to fire everything into that infantry squad except the Icarus rocket pod, which is going to go into that wave serpent back there. We're going to start with the heavy onslaught cannon. So it's going to be 12 shots. The lightning fast reflexes is still in effect, so hitting on 4s.
Yep.
And I can re-roll these 4 1s.
That's good. No 3s. Still no 3s.
We convert that into that many hits. Strength 6, so we're wounding you on 2s.
Yep.
This is one of the improvements to this gun from previous version. So these are going to be 7 wounds at -2 because of Devastator Doctrine.
Okay, so I still get the building, so 6s.
Go.
Nope, so 7 die, so you got them all.
Okay, so my regular onslaught cannon and my storm bolters are wasted.
Yep.
But my Icarus pod...
I think it was worth it, though, just because you really had to kill them, otherwise I was going to gain 7 points on you this turn.
Yeah.
And that would not have been good.
My Icarus rocket pod is heavy D3. So we got 3 shots. Hitting that tank on 3s. There's nothing that makes that harder to hit, right?
Nope, not yet.
Okay. So we got 2 hits. Strength 7. Your toughness
7.
So 4s. No. Alright, so he is done. And those guys ran. So I think we're good. So on to Eldar turn 2.
Yep. Okay, so first up, just totaling my command points. I'm on 2 objectives, so I get 5 points per objective there. And so that puts me on 10. And then I added in my secondaries. I got first strike on you last turn, so I got 5 points for that. It was a really good thing that you killed these infantry here. That was really important, because if you didn't, I would have gotten an additional 3 points for first strike, and I would have gotten attrition on you.
Yeah.
So that was a big one right there. So it was good that you killed those guys. But yeah, so let me go ahead and move my guys. Okay, so here's my movement phase. I didn't really move a whole lot. I'm actually staying within deny range. I could have moved just out of it and kind of hit this first rank, but I wanted all of my psychic powers to be in range because I can cast up to 4 and you can only deny 1. So it's not as scary of a thing. But yeah, basically everyone's just kind of getting up ready to shoot. And yeah, let's jump into my psychic phase. Oh, and I am back up 1 CP, so I'm on 10 CP now.
Okay.
Alright, let's do some psychic goodness. So, I'm going to start off with my Warlock.
Okay.
I think what we're going to do is Jinx on this unit.
So what does Jinx do?
It's the same thing on your Dreadnought, so -1 to their armor.
Okay.
Oh, actually, I just had another thought. Sorry. I'm all over the place here. I'm going to Jinx this unit up here.
Up here, okay.
Do we roll a 6 again? I'm going to spend a CP.
Alright. Oh, because it's a 7. Gotcha.
Yep. We failed it again.
Okay.
Okay. On to the Farseer. So, I'm going to... Ooh, now it's kind of hard. Let's throw Executioner into this unit.
Okay. What do you need for that one?
7 as well. I am not rolling
3.
super great. Do I care about Executioner enough to re-roll it with my helm?
Good question.
Let's do it.
Okay. Using your helm.
Yep, so 11.
I'm not going to try to deny that one.
Okay. So first run. So 1 mortal wound. I could have killed 2 guys with that. Okay. So yeah, that was a huge bummer. Let's do Doom on them next.
Okay.
No, we fail it.
Okay.
Oh, you're just on a roll here. And then let's end with Smite for 1 more CP. I get to cast another one.
Gotcha.
And Smite. We got on a 12 on that time.
All right, well, this is your last one, right?
Yeah.
So I might as well. If I get a
You get a 12? Yeah, you beat me. Oh, so close.
I got a 12, but I needed a 13.
Yeah, exactly. That was close.
All right, let's see.
So D6 Smite. Right, that's still a thing in version 9?
I would assume so.
I would assume so too. I haven't heard any different. I still rolled a 1 anyways. That's what always happens, I swear, when you finally get the Smite off. And then D3 Mortal Wounds to myself. 2. But because of my Ghost Helm, I ignore Mortal Wounds on the Psychic phase on a 2+.
You just make these the Ghost Helm.
So I took a wound still. Yeah, and I took a wound.
All right, well, that's your Psychic phase. You managed to kill one of my guys.
Yeah, that was pretty sad. All right, so after that really sad Psychic phase, it was so weird. I rolled really well and yet really terribly at the same time. So we're going to do Runes of Witnessing because we failed all of our rolls, annoyingly enough. So basically he's giving a bubble of reroll 1s to wound.
Okay.
So I'm down to 6 CP. I'm trying to
that's a 2 CP?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not really the biggest thing here, but it does cover my whole army now, so that's cool. Yeah, so now let's just start shooting you. So we're going to use this Wave Serpent first. Shuriken Cannons.
Alright.
Hitting you on 3s.
And I assume you're going into these guys?
Yeah, the front rank. So it's actually, sorry, I only hit with 2. But it's actually 4s to hit you because I advanced those 2.
Okay.
So 2 hits.
Well, reroll one of those dice.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, because of my expert crafters.
We got people that complain that you forgot about that.
I know.
All right, but still just 2.
Yep.
Okay, and then strength.
Strength 6, so 1 wound,
okay.
No minus.
All right, I'm probably going to slap transhuman physiology on him because you're going to be shooting at him.
Yeah, make it from 3s to 4s.
Yeah. So I'm going to spend the 2 CP, even though I should have done that out of order.
Yeah, I think you should do it when I declare them as a target, but that's okay.
Yeah. All right, so.
So 1 wound.
1 wound. So that no, you need.
No wounds because you did it already. Yeah. Yeah, you're not allowed to see the roll.
All right.
But I'll let it slide.
Yeah.
So next up we'll do this unit or this tank as well. He can see you. So 6 cannon shots there. 4, reroll 1 of them. Nope. And then 4s to wound you because of transhuman. 2 wounds, no minus.
Don't you get to reroll one of those wounds?
Yes. Which I didn't do on the last one, so let me do that one too. I got a wound there as well. So 4 wounds total.
No minus, you said?
Correct.
Okay, that's enough to kill one more guy. I'll take from this side.
Oh, it is a struggle to kill a unit of 5 guys right now.
Next.
All right, all I really have is the Night Spinner left.
Okay.
So, yeah, here we go, 2d6 shots.
And the same guys?
Yeah, he really needs to power up to do something here. 4, 5, 6, 7. I'll accept that.
Perfectly average.
All right, hitting you on 3s.
Why couldn't he have advanced?
Because that would be stupid.
6 attacks.
Reroll 1 of them because expert crafters.
Okay.
So 7. Wounding you on 4s.
Okay.
Okay, that is really good. And I get to reroll 1 of them. Okay, so these 4 are at a -4 to your armor save. So I think that just kills the unit.
How much damage each?
2 damage each.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, so I got very lucky on his wounding rolls there. Never actually used or had to reroll a 1 anywhere with Runes of Witnessing, so that was kind of a wasted 2 CP.
All right.
But other than that, I did skate by. I really wanted to kill 1 unit just so you wouldn't get attrition on me. So yeah, it's kind of a mixed bag. I was hoping to kill 2 units, but yeah, so that's my turn.
Okay, so on to Ultramarine turn 2. Alright, we are done with the movement phase. Those guys stayed put. Those guys stayed put. The 2 characters ran. Dreadnought stomped up the field, and then my Melta guys popped on to get a shot over here at this guy.
Yeah, and originally you put them over here, and I think it's worth mentioning just for like tactics-wise. I have a stratagem that I warned you about when you put them over here called Forewarned, and basically my Farseer can pick a unit that is within 6 inches of them, and they can shoot you, much like a Space Marine Auspex scan, except there's no minus to my ballistic skill. So the reason why you're moving over there is because now I have to have line of sight, even though my Night Spinner doesn't need line of sight normally. In the stratagem it says that unit has to have line of sight to the target. So you're basically hiding from him, and because of that, I'm not going to use Forewarned because it's not really worth using a Wave Serpent on these guys because I probably won't do anything to you.
On Gravis armor?
Yeah, it's tough.
So I was forewarned about your
Forewarning.
Whoa. See what I did there? All right, so that is it for movement phase. So let's do some psychic, shall we? We're going to start off with Might of Heroes on Hot Diggity Dog again.
Okay.
I got it with a 9.
Okay, I'm going to try to deny with the
Might as well try to deny with everything.
Yep. No, I do not. What is your other power?
I've got
you have 2 other
different
powers.
colors.
Right. Well, what's your 2 other powers? Because you have 2 other options.
I've got... I don't know. All right, so no reroll?
No reroll. Now that I know what your other ones are coming, I kind of want to wait off and see what happens.
Then in that case, I'm just going to... let's see, that vehicle's probably the closest one, right? From my librarian?
Yeah, for smite?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll go ahead and smite your tank.
Let's do it.
And we got a 8, 9.
Oh yeah, because you're a +1.
Yep.
Is it +1 to the cast and the deny?
And the deny.
Nice. It's very turn.
The Master Librarian gives me a +1 to cast. My Psychic Helm gives me +1 to deny.
Okay. Cool, interesting. Okay, so I need a 10 then, right?
Yes.
Okay. No, so I will re-roll. I can choose to re-roll either of the dice or both. So I still failed on a 9.
All right, let's see. D3. 2.
So 2 mortal wounds. On 6s, I ignore. No, so 2 wounds.
All right, so here's what I'm going to start with my shooting phase. Is going to be this guy, who's going to be my best shot. All right, these guys are going to fire on that thing. So figured it out. We have a multi-melta upgrade, so he's going to get 4 shots because we're declaring the rule called Total Obliteration. It's just an inherent rule for these guys.
I hate these guys.
These
so
guys
much.
are so well. We'll see what they do.
They're so
all my heavy hitters have always failed against you in the last 3 or 4 games. So
it's true, but like odds are they should blow this thing up.
all right. So those the multi-melta that the sergeant has is going to get 4 shots, but it's a heavy weapon, and you moved.
Yep.
So I'm going to hit on 5s.
Yep.
So I'm going to use Martial Precision to make one of those hit automatically.
See, already done a great job.
So he's already hit. Now these ones are the Melta rifles that the other 2 carry.
Okay.
They get to double tap because of Total Obliteration. But they're assault, so it's just going to be -1 because you did your jinking or whatever that is.
Thrusters.
Thruster.
Yeah.
So those are going to hit on 4s.
Okay.
So 5s, 4s. And we already got 1 hit, so we'll make that a 6.
Cool.
All right, so these ones are 5s.
All right.
And we got 1 more.
Pretty good.
And these ones are 4s.
Come on, 0. Oh,
I've
that
got
was
3
not
more.
good. All right, that's not looking good.
All right, so now it is Strength 8 versus your Toughness 7, right?
Yep, so 3s to wound.
3s to wound.
With this.
All right, so only 3 hits.
2. There we go.
I think I'm going to spend a command point. Let's roll and see if I miss.
You missed.
Okay,
so it doesn't matter regardless. But I guess it would matter if you spent a command point or not.
Oh, that's true. Well, we'll look
We'll look it up later.
All right, so that's going to be...
3 wounds. So I can't stop them because it's -4.
That's
right?
-4 damage.
Yep, so.
It's D6 plus 2 for each one of these.
And are you rolling 2, picking the highest for each? Like
Nope, that's not a thing anymore.
for them? Oh, okay. So, that
instead of
that makes them a little more reasonable.
they get +2. Well, no, it's it averages out because I'm getting...
Yeah,
these
you're
each
getting
hit
+2
+2 on each one of those. So I'm doing 6 damage plus whatever I roll.
Yeah. Which is still really good. Yeah, that's really good.
So that's 16, 17, and you ignore damage on
6s.
6s?
Yeah. So I'm going to need a bunch of 6s.
17. How many wounds do you have?
9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Not 17. Let's see. I didn't roll a...
No,
I
you got
rolled 2, so I still die.
Okay. Do you explode?
Yeah, they can basically kind of kill anything in the game, can't they? Because this is like one of the best vehicles in the game. Yeah, see if I explode.
Oh, so
Not
close.
that it matters.
You want to
really.
reroll that? No, you can't reroll explode.
Yeah, doesn't matter anyway.
All right, so...
So all my guys get out. Let's see how many die.
What do they die on, a 6 or a 1?
1.
On a 1. So roll 10 ones, please.
How about 3?
3, ooh.
It's still really bad.
No, that's good. All right, the tactical squad's going to go. We're going to fire frag missile into that group, and that is going to be D6 shots, but 3 minimum because you are between 6 and 10.
Yep.
Okay,
Hey, there you go.
3. All right, and then so I'm just going to put those as 3 potential hits, and then 4 bolters because basically it's the same stats.
Okay.
Actually, they might not get the improved AP, but we'll see. So, oh wait, so
It's 3 hits.
those 3 hits from the bolters, and then I need to actually hit with these.
Oh yeah, yeah. It just doesn't
So let's do
auto
it.
hit.
3 hits. Yeah, okay, 3 hits there. So let me check and
hits.
see. So I think those are heavy. That's a heavy weapon, but I don't think there's any minus AP.
Bolter's a heavy weapon?
No, this is the missile stuff.
Oh, okay.
So I think you get your normal save there.
Failed.
And then these are -1 because I'm in tactical doctrine.
Did you roll to wound? I think that was
Yeah.
just to hit me. With the
Oh,
bolters.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't think you wounded me. Now you wounded me.
Okay.
At -1 on bolters?
-1 because tactical doctrine.
Yes, because we're in turn 2.
Yeah.
Hey. So 1 died there, so 3 died total.
Okay. All right, these guys are going to fire next. They're going to go at the, what is that, Spirit Weaver, Dream
Night-
Weaver thing?
Night Spinner.
Night Spinner.
I'm going to put a Lightning Fast on him.
Okay, which does
1 harder to hit.
100. All right, so I'm hitting you on 4.
Off
5
camera,
shots.
you were mad that everyone was harder to hit except him. So.
All right, so that's an auto wound.
Yep.
And then those 2 miss.
So auto wound. Good.
And then, okay. So you're good.
None-
And it was a
none of
-1 because of my tactical.
Yeah.
But you got it. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so they're done. All right, so now let's go ahead and go with Hot Diggity Dog. He's going to, since now it's equal to hit either one of those, he's going to be hitting on 4s.
Yep.
Let's go after the big nasty thing,
The Night Spinner?
the Night Spinner.
I don't know if I'd classify him as the big nasty thing.
Well, that's what I'm classifying.
Alright.
The official Astartes classification, big nasty thing.
Gotcha.
All right, we're going to start with the heavy onslaught.
What do you call like a Carnifex then?
He's a Gribbly. The big
That
Gribbly
seems
thing.
smaller than big nasty thing.
All right, so we're hitting you on 4s, but we're rerolling 1s.
Yes. Wow.
Okay.
Did you even roll those?
I did. I
That's
rolled
not
them quite
even
well.
fair, man.
And then it is strength 6, your toughness 7, so 5 to wound. But I'm rerolling 1s because, did we say it on camera? We're doing the, for him, we put the, in the command phase, we put the...
I don't know if we said it, but you did it, so now we're doing it.
So basically, he does his own reroll wound and shoot bubbles of 1.
Not that you need it, apparently.
Well, we'll see. So we're only hitting on 5.
You just
so.
hit like with 95% of the shit.
Yeah, but we only got 2 hits so
Oh,
far.
that was a lot of ones there.
And we can
2
reroll
wounds.
these ones. I got 1 more.
Alright, that evened out with your crazy
Okay.
hit roll there.
So it is -1, which cancels out your terrain.
Yeah. So 1 goes through on a 6, I ignore it. No. So
Okay.
1 damage.
And then the regular onslaught cannon now does, instead of 6 shots, it gets 8 shots.
Okay.
And we got 4 hits, wounding you on 5s. Okay.
Oh, almost the same.
And these are -1, so
Good.
good. D3 shots with the Icarus rocket pod.
Is this all the same
2
target?
shot. Yep. And I can reroll the 1. So we got 1 hit with the Icarus rocket pod, strength 7, so I need a 4 to wound you.
I rolled
Which I
6. So. Sorry, I got too excited.
And then I think that's it from him. So, all right, and then we got a pistol there, which is out of range. Pistol probably out of range. So let's go to the assault phase, shall we?
Okay.
We're going to declare an assault. onto those 3 units.
Okay.
Would you like to spend a command point to Overwatch?
Pretty sure it's 2, isn't it?
Something like that.
Yeah. No.
All right. Here we go. This charge. I couldn't find any stratagems to help me with this.
That's what we were doing for the past 5 minutes.
I know, so there's got to be
Looking for something to help you. But I'm sure you're going to roll a 10 and it's all going to be good.
If only I took a chaplain.
Yeah.
He could have helped me. All right. So what'd you say? It was an 8-inch charge?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah, 8 inches.
There we go. Whew. An 11.
Oh, see,
I don't even need to spend a
worry
command point.
Got you.
Okay, you got me.
There you go.
All right, and so I was 9 inches away from the vehicle. How far away am I from those guys? Charging over that is an extra +2.
Yeah, with the 2 inches, you're at 10 inches, so it would be a 12-inch charge.
I might as well try, right?
Sure, why not?
Okay. You
can
want to
punch them.
Overwatch?
Nope.
Okay. So I'm just shooting for a 12.
Yep.
No. Okay. And those guys advanced, so they're not charging. All right, so on to the assault phase.
Okay.
Okay. All right, so I'm with Might of Heroes on my Redemptor Dread Hot Diggity Dog. It's time for some redemption.
Okay.
Okay, so we're hitting you on 3s. My bubble is for reroll 1s for wounds, so it's not going to affect me for
The hitting.
hitting because I'm outside of 6 of my captain.
Okay.
All right, so let's see some 3s, shall we? Whew.
Oh, that's a good start for me.
All right, we're going to spend a command point, reroll 1 of these.
All right.
Ah!
Yes. I can
Okay.
survive this.
My strength goes to 8 because of
Yeah,
Might of Heroes.
you're wounding on 2s.
So I'm wounding on 2s,
Rerolling
rerolling 1s.
Rerolling
Reroll
one.
1. All right.
So what's your... I'm assuming I can't
it's
save it.
3. It's you might be able to. It is a
Minus
minus
4, right?
3.
Oh, so I can't save it. Okay. Well, 6 to stop you. No.
Okay, and it's a D3 plus 3. So we've got 9, 10 damage total.
Okay, so I need to make my Spirit Stone saves. 10, you said? 2,
10.
4, 6, 8, 10.
Yep.
6 is still nothing. That was definitely not worth it this game.
How many does he have? 12, 13?
1 wound remaining.
Ah, one wound.
If you would have just rolled one more hit.
Hot
for
diggity dog. You let me down, brother. All right. And with that, you get to swing back.
Oh yeah, I get. Oh yeah, with my characters too, because they're there.
They're
so,
as long as they're within half an inch.
Yep. Well, and I would have, what's that? Heroically intervened also.
Oh, okay.
But you also charged them, so they're
Yeah.
already in it anyway.
Gotcha. Yep. They just have to be half an inch away.
So
and
the
they
Wave
can
Serpent, I think, is just like down to 1 attack. Missed. The Farseer hits on 2s. 2 hits. Wounding you on toughness 7 or 8.
Toughness 8 right now.
I think. Let me go look it up because I can't remember if the spear gives me anything.
Just want to roll, see if you're close.
Oh no, I auto wound on 2s. That's what it is because it's the Witchblade's going to do the same thing. So I auto wound you on 2s, but I have no AP.
Okay.
So make a save.
Go.
Okay, and then the Witchblade is very similar. So hitting on, I believe 2s or 3s. So it definitely hits on 4s or 5s. And then wounding on 2s for Witchblade. So 1 wound, no AP.
Okay.
You're good.
All right. And then, the tank just had this 1 attack he missed.
Yeah, now you tried.
All right, so I guess I should have figured out my victory points at the start of my command phase. I have 1, 2, so that's 10 points for me, plus, let's
That's
see,
all
in
you know
this
so
round,
far.
for attrition,
Well, you won't know attrition until I have my turn, right?
well, I'm at the end of the turn.
Oh, that's right, yeah. So you killed 1 unit.
I only killed that.
Yeah.
Well, I guess at the end of the phase, you need to decide if you're going to spend command points to keep them around.
So I'm going to spend 2 CP,
Okay.
keep them on the objective. For keeping them on your objective and denying you attrition points.
Okay.
Basically, yeah. I think that's the right move there.
All right. So I only killed 1, and you only killed 1.
Correct.
So I don't think either one of us got attrition.
Correct.
And then
So you're
that's
at
it.
10.
So
How many
I'm
points
at
you
10.
got? You're at 10 to my
Oh no,
15.
I blew up a vehicle, so I get 3 points for that one.
Yeah, they're 3 points apiece, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
So
Okay,
that
cool.
is
So
13 for
I'm
me.
leading by 2 points.
Okay, 13, 15. Going into Eldar turn 3. All right, Jake, what have you done?
All right, so for my movement, we've pulled back everybody that was with the dreadnought, so not too big of a deal there. We do have.
All right, we have a big correction to make because.
Yeah, I'm sure everyone's already yelling.
Probably down in the. Well, we caught it. So falling back is dramatically different in this version than the old version.
I knew the flying thing, which is the one I just forgot, but also you can't cast psychic powers if you fall back, which is like huge.
Yeah. So the rule for falling back is you can only move your distance. You can't advance out of assault.
Yeah.
So that's the first thing we did wrong. And then the other thing that you can't assault, which is not a big deal, and you can't shoot, and you can't
do anything really.
Do anything
other than move.
So that's pretty big. So basically, what we're going to do is we're going to hang on to the dice rolls. You know, we should check though. Let's check the fly keyword and make sure there's nothing weird in that.
No, there isn't. So fly now, it doesn't help you getting away. So I knew that one for sure. I just forgot it. Yeah. So that's fine.
And that's why
they nerfed fly super hard. So that's why this mission especially sucks for me, is because one, I can't get away from you, so you can easily tag me, right? Yeah. And fly's gone. Like there's lots of negatives going on.
Well, and keeping your guys grouped like that.
And had I known that I couldn't back up and cast psychic powers, I probably would have never put them up here. But I don't want to go back even farther in this game.
Right.
Because this is already kind of a major change.
So what we're doing is, we're rewinding the clock a little bit. These guys are alive.
Yep.
So they're back. So the successful smite that you cast.
Yeah, so basically we're keeping the damage from the smite and the executioner, but knowing that, you would have used the stratagem that dreadnoughts have. On a 5-up, you get to ignore mortal wounds.
Yeah, but I got to spend my command point for that.
Yeah, which you still have an abundance of.
So you got 4 mortal wounds that you've inflicted on the dreadnought.
Yes.
Using your same rolls and keeping everything fair.
Yes.
But I could ignore some of them on 5s. Yep. Okay, and then from there, your shooting phase would continue. You still have those guys in that tank.
Yeah. Exactly.
Okay. All right, let's go. Okay, for 4 wounds on Hot Diggity Dog.
Nice.
And I'm not going to spend a command point to reroll any of those.
Okay. Okay, so basically from all the mistakes we made, we're on track now. Everything's good. Okay. So because of that, a lot has changed. I'm keeping everybody in combat because I want to be able to do my psychic powers. And I jumped out my infantry. 1, because this thing is for sure blown up on in the combat phase. And 2, I wanted to get more shots going into the librarian.
Yeah, try to spunk him out.
Yeah, because we're already committed to this side, so we kind of have to kill him because I'm not going to kill anything else this turn.
Yeah, it looks like you did move your other infantry, right? To get shots at.
I moved them around the corner so I couldn't get shots at from all of this.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. Yeah, because they're not in the building.
Exactly. Yeah, they're hiding behind it.
Okay.
Yeah, so they're just hiding back there, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, because of that, it's actually not looking good for me because I don't think I could kill him, and they're going to stay alive, so yeah, it's not going to be good.
Alright, sounds good.
But we'll see.
Let's see what you can do.
So yeah, starting up, our psychic phase is done, so shooting. So let's do these guys right here shooting into the librarian. Okay. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 guys that can shoot.
Okay.
So that's 12 shots.
Yeah, there's one guy kind of in the window there.
Yeah. And everybody else is out of range. I did daisy chain them just so I'm within the objective as well.
Okay.
Because
just in case he blows up.
Yeah.
Okay.
So hitting you on 3s. That was terrible.
Well, you get to reroll 1 of those. Don't forget.
Yes, because expert craft. Okay, and then winning you on your toughness 5 or
4.
So 3. Nice.
Oh, come on, man.
I didn't even use Doom.
Ugh.
Why are the Guardians doing better than everybody else in the army? So that's 4 at -3, and 3 at minus nothing.
Well, let's see what we got here. So 1 more gets through. So you did 5 wounds, which may be enough to kill him. And that was more than enough to kill the poor librarian.
Yeah, those Guardians ran. They rolled ridiculous.
That's it. All right, so that's the Guardians firing.
Yeah, so that was them. So basically, I get to shoot my tank at him.
Okay.
I'm hitting you on 5s.
Well, 6s.
I don't have heavy weapons.
Oh, you don't have heavy weapons, right? Yeah, if you had heavy weapons and you were still in engagement range, it would have been 1 worse.
Yeah. So hitting you on 5s. Okay. That's what I just said. Okay, so 2 so far. Strength 6. Your toughness a lot.
Toughness.
1 wound.
Okay.
No minus. Please scale it.
3 up.
Yes. All right.
Let me think.
Thank you. You've already spent.
Yeah, but it was over here trying to save that guy. So I haven't. So actually, I can just spend my reroll right now. I might as well try because, I mean, you're just going to be doing...
I also have, like, spears in combat that'll be hitting you with, too. So
that's true.
That's something to think about.
Okay.
So you're rerolling it?
I'm going to reroll it.
Okay.
Anyway, that was embarrassing.
The 1.
Hey, okay.
All right.
Because I already spent that command point, Jake, so I'm not going to move a command point.
Okay. And then
right.
the underslung, 1 hit.
Okay.
Come on, give me 6. No, so 1 wound. No minus.
3 up. Ah, there's anyway.
Came back to get you.
Yeah, it did. All right. So that's your tank, right?
Yep.
Okay.
So that's all the shooting there, and he can't see that captain. They can't see that captain. So we only have the Night Spinner left.
Okay.
For the Night Spinner, I think what I'm going to do... Ugh, it's kind of a hard decision here.
You've got a couple of choices.
Yeah, because I don't... Yeah, I'm going to Night Spin these guys.
Now, are those damage weapons too? Damage weapon 2 over there?
Yes.
And it's strength?
7.
Okay, so I am going to transhuman physiology those guys.
Oh, that's right. I forgot. Actually, hold up. I think I won't do that just because I know you have that.
I'm going to put that back.
Yeah. Can you transhuman the captain?
He's a primaries infantry, so I can, but I've got a 4 up invuln with my shield.
Okay. You would still transhuman though, even if I shot it.
Oh, well, that's for wounding. Yeah, probably.
So.
Yeah, because that's your big shot.
Potentially. It's such a random number of shots that sometimes is crap.
You've been rolling average. So what's it going to be?
We're going to shoot it down.
All right, transhuman physiology then. Bam.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see the number of shots.
12.
Oh, no.
2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. The only downside, right, is I have no support really for this at all. So no rerolls except for my crafters. Okay, reroll 1. Okay, so lots of 3s.
Okay.
All right, and then wounding you on 4s.
Yep.
Looking for 6s to outright murder you. Oh, that was not great. Reroll 1. Okay. So 1 goes through, 2 damage.
Okay, so 1 goes on 1
and
damage.
And then you need to make 3 saves.
And 3 saves. And since this is damage 2, I can't use that other stratagem to get better.
Yeah, that's true.
Save.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm just my 3 ups. Hey. Okay.
Nice.
So he's still alive.
So we did nothing.
All right, that's 12 shots, but my rolling kind of counterbalanced that.
Well,
and your wound roll. Your wound roll was bad. All right.
I think that's it. So we can go into the fight phase now.
Fight phase. Okay.
It's going to be super fast, so I'll just do my end real quick. So Farseer first.
Now, the order. Obviously, I think you get to pick an attacker.
Yeah, I pick an attacker, and then you go,
and then I
go, and then you go. So it just goes back.
So I can try to squish your Farseer before he goes.
Sure, but I'm going to attack you with the Farseer first.
I mean, the other guy.
Sure, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So we hit you once. We hit on 2s, and we're rolling a lot of 1s for them. Wounding on 2s. We wound you.
Okay.
AP 0.
Let's see, 3 up. Good. Did you want to do your Serpent Shield?
Oh, yes, I totally forgot about
phase?
that. Yeah.
Okay.
And are you going to spend a CP for that?
I'm going to spend a CP for... Basically, it's a 5+ armor. It's the contempt in the face of the whatever that is.
Contempt in the face. So it goes off, so that's good.
Okay.
Because you have to roll a 2+ first for it to work.
And then it's D3, right?
D3, yeah, just like a smite. So 2 mortal wounds.
2 5-ups. Okay, so just 1 gets through. Yeah. Sorry, back to your regularly scheduled close combat. Oh, it's back to me, right?
So now it's your turn.
Okay, so I have a choice. I can try to squish a guy who hasn't gone yet. The Farseer, or do I just want to kill your commander? Since you killed my commander, points-wise, that might be... That would save me an awful lot of smites later down the road.
It's true, but if you kill that Wave Serpent, that helps you with attrition.
Yeah, well, I mean, a unit's a unit, right?
Sure, but he's gonna die. He could bounce everything.
He could bounce everything. I think I need to try to kill him, so let me think.
Kill the Farseer.
All right, so I'm going to go hot diggity dog. I know you already attacked me with your Farseer.
Yep.
But you got Slay the Warlord. I need Slay the Warlord.
To keep it even?
Even though your invuln is awesome, I need to do something.
Okay. So everything on the Farseer?
Everything on the Farseer.
So the Wave Serpent
all
lives?
5 punches for this round, yes.
All right.
Okay. So are you any harder to hit? Okay. Do I want to do the... Oh, no, that was at the start of the...
Yeah,
so
you
I
had
can't
to
do
do
that.
that earlier.
Oh, plus it's your turn. I can't do that.
Also true.
Okay, so I'm just hitting on 3s.
Do it.
So nervous.
Three
Wait. No, I just need to start conserving command points.
You've been spending a CP like every phase.
Multiple, it feels
Yeah.
like. All right, so I'm strength 16. So I think I wound you on 2s.
Nah, I'm sure. I would like to transcend.
All right. So
you go.
you need 3 4-ups.
All right.
I could squish you. What's
Is this
how many
flat
wounds
6
do you
damage?
have? No, it's 3 plus 3.
Oh, okay.
How many wounds do you have?
Wait, 3 plus 3. So why isn't it?
I mean 3 plus D3. Sorry, there we go. 3 plus D3.
Okay, so yeah, I really need to save all of them.
Okay. How many wounds does he have?
So I
2 goes
failed 2. Ugh.
Command point? Yeah, I would command point that.
Even if I command point it, you roll a 2+ and I still lose.
How many wounds does he have?
He has 5 wounds.
5
remaining.
wounds?
Yeah. So even if I command point and save it, which is a 50-50, you just have to roll a 2+, which isn't very good for me.
Oh, is he already down a wound?
Yeah, you did a wound from
Oh, yeah.
something. I forget what it was from.
Okay.
So I don't think I'm gonna save him. I don't think it's worth it
Okay.
to burn the CP. So,
Well then, so I do 6 plus 2d3,
Yeah.
79, 10.
so yeah, regardless, even if
So
I
don't you
spent
get
it,
your
still
6-up
lose.
saves?
Nope.
Oh,
That's
not for
only
him.
I didn't take Ulthway. That's normally Ulthway, but Spirit Stones is an upgrade for tanks, so all my tanks have it.
Okay.
But yeah.
So tit for tat, we killed each other's warlords.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm gonna swing with my Warlock, hitting on 2s. Okay.
Oh my god.
Good job, Warlock.
Doesn't he get the
Oh
reroll
yeah, he
one
does,
thing?
I guess. He hits, wounds. He does wound. So
He wounds on a 2 plus?
yeah, Witch
Okay.
Blade always wounds on a 2+.
Just 3 up or any minus?
No minus.
Okay, 3 up. Okay.
All good.
Hot Diggity Dog likes to stick around. And then your tank gets, I think, 1 swing
I
because
think
you're
so.
on 1 wound.
Yeah. Nope. Oh, I get to re-roll it though. No.
Okay. And with that was huge.
Yeah, honestly, that's pretty close to game. We'll go another turn, but the Farseer was the one who's doing most of the damage. He is halved damage against him, so like I'm hitting you with just shuriken weaponry, which isn't meant for tanks. It's meant for infantry.
Yeah.
And all 3 of these guys are still alive.
Those guys
So,
are alive.
Like yeah, we'll play the next turn, but I'm pretty sure you've got it in the bag now.
Yeah, that was huge getting that 10-inch or sorry, 9-inch, 8-inch charge. I
Yeah.
rolled an 11.
Yeah.
That was big because
sure.
my Ultramarines always fail their charges, so that was huge. And then yeah, them sticking in there. Well, I mean that was your best bet.
Yeah.
But I think me losing my my librarian versus you using your Farseer, I think that's a win for me
Oh, for sure.
because I'm taking away all of those.
Yeah, I just
nasty
wanted to kill
psychic
your
powers.
warlord for the points, but like not only was mine worth a lot of points, but it was also like half the damage of my army.
Yeah. So how many points are you sitting on?
So I don't know. Let me give you
Okay.
some. I'll figure it out.
Started the Ultramarine turn. We just looked at points. I'm at 29 points. You're at 31 points.
Yeah.
But
Not for long though.
no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're gonna run away with it this turn, but let's see.
Well, we'll see. Maybe. Hopefully, we can pull it off. So, all right. We are going to we're going to go ahead and get our command point. So we're back there, and we're going to go to movement. All right. Turn 3 movement is done. Those guys stay put. Those guys stay put. These guys sauntered over there so they can see down that direction. My captain, after watching you explode my librarian into a bunch of little bits,
Well, they were shuriken, so it's not like right. It's just like knife cuts into him.
so he's looking for some revenge there. And then Hot Diggity Dog, obviously he's going to stay in close combat because he's got some juicy targets. So on to
Shooting.
Yeah, I don't have psychic anymore.
Yeah,
That's
he's
sweet. Oh. All right, so on to shooting. So Hot Diggity Dog has he can shoot.
Shoot a billion shots.
He can shoot
You'll
a
probably
billion
kill both of them, honestly, with just your shooting.
I got to figure out how to divide it up, but yeah, because really I don't need a lot of shots.
Yeah.
The nice thing is if I can shoot and kill both of those units, then I can charge maybe over here or that vehicle.
It's true. You might be able to table me in this turn.
Yeah, the captain. Well, I don't think the captain's going to kill all those guardians, but we'll see. All right, so on to shooting. Let's start with Hot Diggity Dog since he has a limited selection of targets.
Okay.
All right, Hot Diggity Dog is going to fire his heavy onslaught into your Farseer.
Warlock.
And then everything else is going to go into the
Wave
Serpent with 1 wound left. So we're going to do the heavy onslaught first. And that's going to be 12 shots hitting on 4s.
Okay.
And then wounding on your toughness 3, 4?
4 because I'm on a bike.
Okay, and strength 6, so 3s. Okay, so that is 6 hits at -1.
4 up into him, and he's dead. He only has 3 wounds.
Okay. And then we've got Icarus Rocket Pod at your flyer. 2 shots. Hitting on 5s. Actually, it's hitting on 4s
yeah.
because you fly.
Yeah.
So 1 hit. Strength 7, so 4 to wound. And it's -2, I believe, 2 damage.
2 damage?
Yeah.
So 6s.
2 6s.
So he's destroyed. Does he blow up? He does not.
Well, that would have been bad for your infantry.
I think I would have taken it just
Just
to
to do it.
I don't really care about them.
So Hot Diggity Dog is now free.
Yep.
And he's ticked. All right. Next up. Shit, I've got so many guys that can fire there, but I really want my Warlord to charge those guys. So I don't think...
Well, the thing is, too, honestly, like, I would probably pull from here first just because I want
I know.
an objective.
Yeah,
so, regardless, like, I don't know.
any wounds you do...
I
any
would
wounds
still
I do,
shoot them.
you're pulling from the front.
Yeah.
Theoretically, I guess I could wipe them.
Yeah, exactly.
Because that's a lot of Melta shots. And that's a lot of...
Well, and you can shoot your Melta into the tank because it's healing.
No, I think it's out of range. It's 24.
You're 24?
Yeah, I think it's just out of
we're
range.
on a very short board, too.
Yeah, still.
You're within 24.
Of the...
All 3 of them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, then maybe I will. So, what we'll do is...
That's my problem this whole game, man.
We're going to fire a frag into that. Everything else is out of range here.
Okay.
So, did anyone die from there?
Nope.
Okay, so there's 10. So, between 6 and 10 is automatic 3. I mean, lowest I can roll is a 3. So, this is number of shots. So, three shots. Wound you on 3s?
Yeah, because your strength...
Toughness 3, yeah.
Yeah.
And then...
Minus nothing, right?
minus nothing, because it's range.
5 ups. 1 died.
Okay. And remember, because you're... I don't know if you have it in the back. Because you're more than 5 guys, you have to have 2 guys within coherency of every guy.
Yeah. In fact, I actually didn't even put out enough guys, so... as I throw them everywhere. So I'm just going to put 2 more guys in this building.
Okay. Makes sense. So everyone's in coherency of at least 2.
Yeah.
All right, and then these guys 5 shots into the same group, hitting on 3s, and wounding on 3s. So 2 wounds at no minus.
Okay. 2 dead.
Okay. I'm going to check what my captain has as far as pistol. I think it's a bolt pistol.
It's a bolt pistol that he
It's
has.
just a bolt pistol.
Yeah.
Right, 1 shot from him. Hits. 3 plus 2 wounds.
Minus 1, right?
No minus.
Dead regardless.
Okay. Then we'll do the these guys into that thing.
Okay.
They moved. So, well, the assaults are going to hit on regardless on 3s.
Yeah.
Unless you want to do your card to make him harder to hit.
I guess, why not? I'm out of CP.
And then the multi-melta is going to get 4 shots because I'm using total obliteration.
Isn't that only half range, or no?
No, it's...
Oh, it's always full. Jeez, that's so ridiculously good.
So these are going to need 4s.
Okay.
These are going to need 5s.
Okay.
We'll spend a command point to automatically hit with martial precision.
Why not?
Okay, so we'll make that a 6. So these are 5s. 1 more. Uh-oh, history's starting to repeat itself. These are 4s.
I mean, when history repeated itself last time, you blew up my tanks, so...
Okay, we got...
It's a good thing.
We got 3 hits. So it's strength 8. So these are wounding on 3s. Okay, 3 wounds.
-3, you said, right?
No, it's -4.
Oh. Okay.
So no save. Well, you're in cover.
Oh, yeah.
So you get 6s, right?
6s. No.
Okay.
Almost the opposite.
And then I'm not at half range, so it doesn't do D6 plus 2. I think it just does D6. Let me double check. All right, it's 3d6 damage.
All right.
So really, I'm going to roll these one at a time in case I want to re-roll one. It's important to know when.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so here's the damage for the first one. Okay. Here's the damage for the second one.
Solid so far.
So,
There you go.
yeah, let's re-roll that
I feel
one.
like you would always reroll it if it was like a 1 or a 2.
Oh.
All right, 10.
And the last one.
12.
Okay.
All right, 4, 8, 10, 11, 12. 6s. Still rolled nothing. Man, that wasn't worth it.
Oh.
So does he explode?
What, he doesn't have 13 wounds?
No.
Oh.
He is now, only the Wave Serpent does.
Oh, okay.
And even if he did, you crushed that goal. Because he took damage earlier, too.
Okay.
All right.
So, I think that's it for shooting.
Yes.
So,
Charges?
Hot Diggity Dog is going to declare a charge on those guys.
Okay.
So it looks like he's going over terrain, so it's going to be +2. Could you tell me what I need?
Yeah, you want to just roll it, and then
We'll see if it's
you're
getting
going to do
close.
it regardless.
A 9. Say hello, Hot Diggity Dog, man. And then here, that captain's going to charge that one dude that's alive.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
8.
yeah.
So is that enough to get me in the door and around to...
8.
Basically, I'm just trying to
Yeah,
work closer
yeah.
to the objective. I know it's probably not going to matter, but
Yeah, it won't, but yeah, you can get
that's
far.
that's a smart way
It's
to
a cool
play it.
shot.
Oh yeah, that will be a cool shot. All right, so I don't have Might of Heroes on Hot Diggity Dog anymore, so he's only getting 4 plus 1 attack.
I'm just going to put Hot Diggity Dog's damage over there because
Oh,
it really
okay.
doesn't matter anymore. And it looks cool.
So we'll do Hot Diggity Dog first.
Okay.
Sorry, did you want to Overwatch with anybody?
Nope, I have no CP.
Okay. I have 1 CP. All right, so hitting on 3s. Wounding on, I'm strength 14, so 2s. So 3 wounds, -3, 3 plus D3 damage each. So 1 left?
Yes.
Okay. So then we're going to go with my captain, which I got to check what he's got. All right, my Primaris captain that's in there, where he's in there somewhere.
Yep, he's right on this window.
All right, he is going to get 6 attacks because he charged this turn. He's going to hit on 2s with his master-crafted power sword. And he's mad. Now, his strength of 4 goes to 5 with the master-crafted power sword, but either way, it's wounding on 3s.
Yep.
Ah! Come on, man. All right, and then this is minus, what do we say, minus
A bunch.
3, 2 damage each. Don't they get a 6-up saves?
Nope.
Oh, they don't.
They're not ultimate.
They're not ultimate way. All right, and then those guys you get to swing back.
Yeah, it's true. I don't want to. Oh, yeah, it doesn't really matter. Whatever. All right. I'm going to use your dice.
Using my dice.
2 hits.
Ah,
They're low.
you're not
That's
allowed
why.
to use my dice.
Oh, no. God, garbage.
Did you not see the 3 ones I rolled for?
It's true.
All right, and then you owe me some morale
Yeah.
because you can't spend. Oh, you don't have any command points.
I think I'll just concede.
Concede at this
Yeah,
point.
because I don't remember the rules for the new morale,
Okay.
and 2, I have 3 guys left.
All right, and I think we're going to do the wrap up right here at the table.
Yeah, just so we
let's
can
do that.
I can think about it and see the models.
Yeah. So, let's start with you. What do you think?
So honestly, what lost me the game was the size of the board. If this board was bigger, like Eldar can't be pushing you in on the front lines. 1, because dreadnoughts are really tough now, as we've seen before. But like me getting the first turn was really important additionally, because if I didn't kill that dreadnought, that one would have done something very similar to what this one did, and then this one hadn't even got up there yet. So
Well, the Invictor Warsuit's not that good, but
he still punches like a tank, though, right?
I took the Invictor Warsuit because I think he's cool. For an extra 20 points, I could have had another Redemptor Dreadnought instead of the Invictor.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
It's probably much better. Like, just...
Well, here's the flip side. If we had played on a 4x6 or whatever the new thing is, at 1,000 points, you could have stayed outside and danced around me the whole time, and I wouldn't have had any chance at all.
I don't think that's true.
Because I don't have any mobile forces.
Because, well, right, and I can't hit very hard. Your Marines are still really hard to kill, and I only have shurikens, so, like, for 30 infantry, I got a 12-inch range, so I have to get close to you, like, no matter what. My Wave Serpents can't damage tanks, as we saw. Night Spinner, if he gets lucky. Yeah. Like, I don't really, other than the Farseer, like, I really have nothing to fight tanks with. So that was, like, the huge thing, is, like, once he walked up here, which honestly, that's a mistake that I thought you did. I thought you should have really lined your entire army like right on the starting line and just ran, because you kind of arrived at me a turn later than I thought you should have. But if he was here a turn earlier, just stomping it up, like I would have just been crushed so much faster.
Well, they went as fast as they could.
Well, yeah, but you started like behind a wall of infantry, and then you walked up a couple steps for a turn, and then you ran.
Oh, I see.
So like there was a whole turn where like you weren't in my face. But right as soon as he got here, I couldn't do anything. Because one, he tied up a bunch of stuff, and two, there's nowhere for me to run. Where like if you put him at the center of the table, I can't really go anywhere to where you can't charge me in a turn, which is the problem.
Well, that's if I roll an 11 for a charge. Right?
Well, yeah, but you only needed an 8. Like that's a very easy number to get.
Yeah. So I mean, it's
I just have a really big problem with the size of the board, like for incursions. Like if I was playing it in a tournament and I knew it was going to be this size, I would totally base my entire army around it. Like I feel like Death Guard would have a giant advantage.
Well, let's think Eldar. What way could you make Eldar better at incursion? What units would be better?
Oh well, right. I could take my more competitive list and just like more tanks because my infantry aren't worth taking. But
what about the Wraith Guards?
Wraith Guard is probably what you would do for this one because they're slow, so that counteracts you having not to go very far. Yeah. And you can just buff them up and keep them basically in a line the whole width of this table and just push up. Yeah. So that's probably what you could do. Eldar, just in general, right now, are in a really weird spot because, like you saw for like stratagems for mine, my stratagems really aren't that great. Like I was using the same ones over and over. One more psychic power and -1 to hit me. They're good, but those are like really the only ones I use.
So those are the really good ones. Those were the only ones you used.
Yeah, and like I had 12 CP, so I just kept using them as much as I can. But really, it didn't make that much of a difference. Like the extra psychic powers were definitely nice, but you have a much more like plethora of different stratagems for different situations. Whereas like for me, I feel like I don't have that versatility.
What I need to do is figure out, instead of rifling through the book all the time, like Dreadnought, what stratagems affect him? There's probably 5 or 6 in the book.
Yeah, exactly.
But if I had like a Dreadnought, maybe I need to color code everything in my book.
I think you should put markers like on your cards, like little tab markers in a color. So like all the pink ones are Dreadnoughts.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
So the first turn, you had some really good shooting.
Yeah, I killed the Warsuit, which honestly, I rolled well on that first turn, but I was planning on shooting my whole army at him anyway, and I should have killed him really no matter what. And if I didn't kill him the first turn, you would have steamrolled me so much harder.
Oh yeah, because he would have come out and at least, even if died, I could have done something to that objective or contested it.
Or and then you would have so that's why I thought if you went first, it would have been really bad news for me because you would have had 2 dreadnoughts here and just a wall of Marines behind it.
Yeah, because then I could have ran these guys out and just moved the intercessors to hold the objective.
Exactly.
And get those guys closer.
Yeah, so like I had to basically I had to go first to have a chance. Yeah. But even then, because those dreadnoughts are so scary now, that was definitely hard to get through.
Yeah. Well, I think what won me the game was that 11-inch charge Hot Diggity Dog got off.
Oh, for sure.
That was awesome. Yeah. And then locking him in, and then I don't know. Let's talk about your decision of keeping all 3 of those units, the transport plus the 2 psychers, in combat with Hot Diggity Dog.
Well, if I didn't, I would have been able to cast no psychic powers for a turn, which is huge for my army because you saw how much damage it was doing. Now I would have survived. That's a big pro there.
You would have survived,
right?
That's what I'm saying. Like you sacrificed him for 4 mortal wounds on Hot Diggity Dog.
Sure. Yes. But one, we already redid so much.
Yeah, I know. Right.
Additionally, pull back another one because really we could have just like deleted that entire turn. But let's say because you were like right about here. So let's say I had my whole group. I pull them back. Really, I'm probably going to pull back to this corner or sit on one of these objectives. So I'm still right in front of your face, no matter what. And I have all these other guns pointed at me. In addition to now, all of his guns can go anywhere, right? So like, not only can you shoot at whatever I have left here, but you can just pick off any other unit you wanted. So that's what I was thinking
just
of
the
too.
leader left and the other two stayed?
Just my Farseer left?
Yeah, just your warlord.
I mean, sure, yeah, then he would kill those 2 units and I'd have a Farseer still.
See, what I was worried about was him flying off, and maybe not that turn, but if he like jumped back here, he could have probably mortal wounded these guys or these guys.
And right, I was definitely thinking about that, but you also have to remember your Marines are 2 wounds now. So I'm not going to kill them in one go like I used to do before. Is the problem. Like even with Smite and Executioner off, I'm not going to kill 5 Marines.
Those are so good. All right.
And right, all you have to do is keep one guy on that objective to keep it from me. So that's why I didn't go over there, because it was going to be 2 turns investment at least.
Yeah. That's what I was worried about. So that's pretty good, though. That's a good battle.
Yeah, for sure.
I swore vengeance upon you, my librarian did, because you killed his brother, but you killed him too.
Yeah.
But so he didn't get to see the vengeance. He was already dead when Hot Diggity Dog, I imagine, picked him up with his claw and just squished him.
Yep.
Which would be very cool.
That would be
cinematic,
cool.
Like Dawn of War, the original Dawn of War cinematic, where the Dreadnought crushes
the
orc.
the first, he like grabs it. I think he flames him too when he's on there.
That's pretty cool.
That was pretty cool.
Oh no, that's Dawn of War 2, where he flames like a banshee in the head.
Oh yeah, that's a different one. Yeah,
but it's Dreadnoughts being cool.
Yeah, Dreadnoughts. Honestly, Dreadnoughts are super cool, and I'm glad they're much better because they're 1,000 times better. It would be really interesting to see a list of 3 of these guys like all together, and just to see and just kind of tack them onto any Ultramarine army to see how good they are and what they would do.
I think too, you might look at the not Centurions, the ones that can take las cannons, double las cannons, as back support, because that's going to be really hard to remove with the.
For sure.
I mean, granted, it's only 8 wounds.
Dreadnoughts are really good. It would be cool to see an old Dreadnought army for sure.
The problem is, I'm lucky because I happen to have 2 Redemptors.
Yeah.
And some other Dreadnoughts, but
Eradicators. We didn't talk about these.
Oh yeah, the Eradicators.
They killed 2 vehicles this game. Basically, honestly, whatever they kill, if they're within half range, they're going to kill pretty much anything. Yeah. If they're at long range, a little bit harder because it was mixed. You did roll well on your damage, so that's what helped a lot. But I think they're pointed.
They're.
I think they're a little too much for what you get.
And this is why I haven't ordered 6 more of them, because that's just too much. I think 3. I mean, granted, they were, I forget, 160, 140.
They're only 140.
106, something like that. I don't know exactly what
Gosh. I just want to put that in, like, 10 Guardians with a platform is 125 points now. Or 22 points, sorry. Yeah. So, like, right, that's not even close to.
And the multi-melt, I think, is a 10-point upgrade.
Yeah.
So
which
that's good.
I would probably always take, honestly. That was good.
So.
But, yeah, I think they're a little too cheap for what they do for Marines. But other than that.
I think they might be significantly cheap for what they do.
Yeah. Other than that, though, I think everything else feels right. I'm kind of sad I didn't get to see more of these guys do a little bit more.
They did what they're supposed to do, right?
They chilled at the objective, which is fine. And we got to see what a power sword did, even though it was against like guys with basically no armor.
All right, sounds good. Well, there you go. It's a checkmate.
God, again, the worst catchphrase you could ever.
That's from my daughter. It's checkmate against the Eldar, the Ultramarines. Finally, it's been you've had a good winning streak.
I mean, yeah, I did do an LVO tournament list against you.
So it was very fun. I appreciate you letting me go. It looked bad, like my first turn. I thought, ooh, I'm gonna have a hard time coming back. It's scary to
lose a Dreadnought right off the bat, but really
that's what he was there for. If I had, it was high risk, high reward. If I would have got first turn, you really would have been screwed. I mean, I could have hit him. I could have done that stratagem to reposition after everything was set out, but I didn't. But it worked out well. Hot Diggity Dog pulled it through, gave me the victory. He should be my warlord next time. I wish I could do that. That would
be cool if you could make a Dreadnought a warlord, for sure.
All right, well, thanks, Jake. That was a good game. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right.